Hemingway had two workplaces, a small room in Cuba with a typewriter, and a fishing boat in the Gulf Stream. In the room, he wrote. On the boat, he fished. He did both with the same intensity, with the same refusal to accept mediocrity. He rewrote the ending of one novel 47 times. He once fought a marlin for 3 days without sleep. People called him obsessive. He called it being a man. A man needs a craft, not a job, not a career, a craft. Something he does with his hands or his mind that requires skill, patience, and repetition. Something that breaks him down and builds him back up. Something that gives him an identity beyond his relationships, beyond his problems, beyond his feelings. Without a craft, a man is driftwood. With one, he is a ship. The modern man confuses a job with a craft. A job pays the bills. A craft builds the man. You can hate your job and still have a craft. You can work in an office all day and come home to the thing that makes you real, the thing that demands your best, the thing that does not care about your excuses. Hemingway did not write because it paid well. In the beginning it paid nothing. He wrote because it was the only thing that made him feel like himself. Your craft is the same. It is not what you do for money. It is what you do for honor. The modern world worships results, followers, dollars, likes. Hemingway worshipped the process. He measured his day not by what he produced, but by whether he had faced the work honestly. Some days, he wrote one good sentence. That was enough. Because that one sentence was true. Your craft is not about the outcome. It is about the daily practice of showing up and doing the work, especially when you do not feel like it, especially when no one is watching, especially when there is no reward in sight. That is where the man is built, not in the highlight reel, in the empty gym at 5 a.m., in the code that no one will read, in the painting that no one will buy, in the silence of doing the work because the work itself is the only reward you need. If you do not have a craft yet, you are not broken, you are just uninitiated. Here is how you find it. Not by thinking, by doing. Pick 3 things that interest you, not things you are passionate about. That word is poison. Things that interest you enough to try them for 30 days. Try the first one for 30 days. Every day, no exceptions. If after 30 days it feels like work you are willing to do without applause, you have found something. If not, move to the second. By the third, you will know. Not because it is easy, because it is hard in a way that makes you want to get better. That is your craft. Now dedicate yourself to it, like your life depends on it. Because in many ways, it does. Hemingway woke every morning at dawn. He made his coffee, he sat at his desk, and he wrote until he had something true. He did this for 50 years, not when he felt inspired, not when the weather was nice. Every day. This is what mastery looks like, boring, repetitive, unsexy. The same action, taken daily, until the results become undeniable. The modern man does not believe in this. He wants the shortcut, the hack, the 3-week transformation. Hemingway would have laughed at this. Then he would have ignored it and gone back to work. Here is what no one tells you. The craft is not just something you do. It is something that does you. When you commit to a craft, it shapes you. It teaches you patience when you are impatient. It teaches you humility when you are arrogant. It teaches you resilience when you want to quit. It builds your body or your mind in ways that no gym or no book can do alone. Hemingway became Hemingway not because he was born talented. He became Hemingway because he sat at that typewriter every morning for 50 years and refused to accept a false sentence. Your craft will do the same for you. It will take the boy and make him a man. But only if you show up, only if you do the work, only if you care more about the craft than about how the craft makes you look. An old fisherman once asked Hemingway why he fished when he did not need the money. Hemingway looked at him and said, "Because the fish are there. Your craft is there, waiting for you. It does not care about your past. It does not care about your excuses. It only cares whether you show up today. So show up, pick up the tool, sit at the desk, step into the ring, open the code editor, pick up the brush, and begin."